Hello everyone. So in this video, let us continue our journey with the script fragments. And in this video, I want to show you something again simple, but it could be useful in case you are using Jira Service Management. Now, of course, when it comes to Jira Service Management, one of its useful feature is the ability of the customers to share the tickets with other users, right? Now, if you go to your Jira Service Desk portal, you can, of course, as a user, as a customer, you can select here the request type, and then you can say, okay, this is my request, right? So they can raise a ticket from the portal, right? Now this is great, but at the same time, when they raise a request, there may be a requirement, there may be a need to hide or to stop customers from sharing this with other users. Of course, I'm talking about apart from the permissions, which of course, you can't really configure per request type, unfortunately, but if you have Scriptrunner, then you can customize it. So in this video, we'll do something very simple. We'll simply hide this particular share button or maybe the whole panel itself. So basically the customers will not have the ability to share this ticket with anyone, right? Again, simple, but there are plenty of use cases. So let us do that. Now for doing this, we will of course use a script fragment. I'll go to script fragments, and then I will add a new script fragment, and we'll probably name it. Okay, first we have to select hide a system or plugin UI. Then I'll say here hide the share button and panel from the portal, right? And this is of course the most important part. You need to figure out what to hide, and if you're not really sure, you can always enable let me first show you that. So if you are within script fragment, and if you go to this option called as, not an option but a flag, if you select this, find where to place fragments by enabling the locator, it will basically mess up, not really mess up, but don't do it on production, by the way. It will give you some help, right? But at the same time, I think as I mentioned in my previous video, once you get used to Scriptrunner, you can you will remember, you will basically figure out a way to find it. So just a simple trick which I use. Of course, you can't possibly remember each and everything that you can potentially hide, but usually if you're trying to hide something on, let us say, service desk, so you can type in here service desk, and then it will give you all the options, like all the web items or maybe potentially a panel, and usually the thing that you want to hide, it will have like a specific name, and it is of course not really going to be too different. So if you type in here share, you will find here though, so we have something called as like there's a panel called as it says service desk front end webpack plugin CP request share. So most likely this is the one. I know this is the one, but I'm just letting you know that you can try. And of course, when you do these things, do it on a staging development environment, right? So you can select this, and of course you can type in here your condition. So you will probably type in here Jira helper dot project dot key is not equal to, my project key is service desk st. I'll click on add. I go back to my customer portal, refresh, and now the portal is not showing us the option to share it. Of course, we are doing it for like everything in this particular project, but you can also play with the conditions. Let us look at some of the conditions. So if you go to example scripts, so it says just one project, or it also says just one project is something that we just did, but we can also say priority is equal to highest. Basically, you can just keep. These examples are there for you to look at. It may or may not be always helpful, but you can try. And there are plenty of other things that you can play with. So if you go to service desk option here, you can see that you have different things that you can potentially hide. I mean, if you have time or if you are curious, just play with it. Just keep on looking at what all options you have, and it is actually quite powerful. I mean, as I mentioned, as I always say, Jira Data Center itself is, it's not just a tool, it is like a platform. You can build on top of it. And with the help of Scriptrunner, or if you know how to code, if you know how to write your own plugin, module, or we should say app, you can actually do a lot of wonderful things with Jira Data Center. Unfortunately, these things are not really there on Jira Cloud. I mean, of course, the way Jira Cloud works is based on REST API, and there's an API for everything, which is, REST API for everything, not really Java API, which is fine, but it is not at this level. I mean, because right now you're talking to Jira Java APIs directly, and you can do literally anything that you can think of, to be honest. Of course, in most cases, as I mentioned, as I always say, you won't be using 80% of these things, but it is always assuring, and there's always this comfort in knowing that if you have to modify something, if you have to solve a problem where you might have to do something weird, at least you have that option with you. So I thought I'll probably share this with all of you. And of course, script fragment is something that you should I think if you want to be a good script runner resource, then you should definitely, of course, you should learn each and everything. But script fragment is something that not many people actually use a lot. And I think you should, because it is great. And you can do plenty of things. You can, of course, show a web panel. I think I have covered in this, not recently, but in one of my videos, I think I have covered it, where I have shown you how to show a panel. So imagine that because when you're talking about Jira Service Desk request on a portal, this is what your customers see, and you might not have a lot of information here. Maybe you want to display your subtask or your linked issues. I don't know. Up to you. And I think I have covered this. So if you go to my website, ravisagar.in, if you go to courses, mastering Scriptrunner for Jira, and let us search for portal. Okay, so there is a video. I think I made this video many years back, 2019, exactly 5 years ago. So basically in this video I did cover how to add a panel, and I don't really think it has changed, to be honest. The way you would do it in the last 5 years, and those videos are still relevant. So again, just wanted to remind you that I have plenty of videos, to be honest, if you want to learn Jira, and especially if you want to learn Jira on data center and also on cloud, by the way. I have a similar playlist for Jira Scriptrunner for Jira on cloud, and I think these videos are probably more than enough if you want to become really good. Of course, these videos will get you started, and I focus on fundamentals, but you should, of course, look at your own use case. All right, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about and share in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.